Hey friends and language learning lovers, and I'm sure you are if you've clicked on this video in which we're going to try to make a beautiful, as many nowadays call it, aesthetic vocabulary notebook. Looking now at my learning experience, I can tell you for sure the way you make notes and write new vocabulary in your target language plays a huge role. Like, it's very, very important in the whole learning process. That's why today let's try to create something beautiful and learn at the same time. So let's get into it. I'm gonna be honest with you and tell you that I did used to be so arty crafty when it comes to studying. Here is one of my old vocabulary notebooks. Very simple, almost no colors, and as the result, not really helpful in learning new words or phrases because nothing really catches your attention. You can't say whether verbs are nouns or some collocations. No, that won't do. Let's change it to something more beautiful and helpful. Okay, this is the notebook I'm gonna work with. I made it myself and it was actually in my handmade shop, but since right now I can't sell it, I decided to take it and use it as a vocabulary notebook for French. What else are we gonna need? Of course, pens and pencils of different colors. We do need those colorful spots in our notebook, which will catch our attention when opening it and looking at different pages. What else? Well, I personally love stickers and Pinterest is just the treasure for me when it comes to it. Not always I have a chance to buy stickers, that's why I usually just print them. And well, that's basically it. We've got everything to start filling up our vocabulary notebook. Don't forget to take good mood and a wish to learn something new. And that's it, you're ready. And here starts your imagination. Of course, what you're going to write will depend on the level of your target language. I usually make the first page special, so to speak, by drawing something related to the topic I'm working with or writing down some beautiful quote. And that's exactly what I started this vocabulary notebook with. And then I decided to dedicate the first part of my notebook to some verbs in French I need to revise. You can do the same because knowing how some verbs function is essential in every language, especially when they come with specific prepositions. finish 1 or 2 pages, I recommend you to take some pencils or markers and highlight the most important parts. This way you'll make the page look more lovely and revise one more time what you've just written. If you cannot use any stickers, that's totally fine. You can draw or even paint something. If you think you're not good enough at that, then just go for some decorative patterns. So here is what we have so far. What else can we add? Well, actually everything you want. It will be great to make some pages which you're going to dedicate to some specific topic. Can be home vocabulary or color vocabulary, animal vocabulary, etc. Everything you want. Also, don't forget about some idioms you can add to some pages. I, for example, wanted to make something related to reading vocabulary, so here's what I made. Added some book genres. Some verbs and nouns. And also some rules of retelling a story in another language. It may seem that the process of making such vocabulary notebook is really hard, that it'll take you a lot of time, and why not just take a copybook and write down something there using just a pen. But in my view, taking some time to create something gorgeous like this and at the same time to learn is really worth it and very helpful on your learning journey. Those of you friends who are subscribed to my Latte membership tier are going to receive some unique content this month related to what we've been doing today. I'm going to show you more decorative patterns and designs for your vocabulary notebooks or your journal, and I'll show you more closely some of the pages from this vocabulary notebook I've made. Maybe you'll find some more ideas for your own projects. If you haven't subscribed yet to any of my membership tiers, you can do it right now just by clicking on the link that I've left in this video description. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to put your thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching.